Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's see here. Uh-oh. Let's see what screen to share here. Boom, that one. That one looks good. Dixie. What you doing, Dixie? Let's see here. These little dips every morning. Them little pumps. Dixie, Dixie, Dixie. What are we doing, little Dixie? Except having a super tight daily range. Expect some volatility in the dollar. Already getting it. Already ran one SD move, literally almost to the top side of the 68.3 right now. Good move. Good move for that little shit coin. That's right. Taco Monday yesterday. Thought I'd get some street tacos. They jacked me up. My God, I don't know if it's food poisoning or what, but brutal. Just brutal. Woke me up in the middle of the night and I was having a freaking red alert. I was so jacked up. All right. So I'm trying to keep my shit together here, literally. Let's see. Yeah, bro. Freaking think they put some goat in my tacos. Ugh. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? You know what? Take a quick peek over here. Let's see this 4 hour here. Ho! Had a big returns oscillator move and Z score. Having an outlier on the 4 hour. Some would say, hey, look at Dixie trending on the 4 hour. And I would say, no, Dixie is not trending on the 4 hour. You need entropy in your life. It's a total random walk. Get some wild moves in that random walk. Yeah, I like the KTM shirt too. I like it too. Missed my super adventure. Damn, that thing was fun. Holy crap. Holy crap. Nothing like sitting on a couple hundred horsepower on a bike that you can take off road. Had a lot of nice ride modes though. I think you put in off road, it mapped it down to about 130 horse or something, if I remember correctly, which is a little more manageable.
What is the common?
What's that?
Max. Sorry, max. What's its horsepower? 160, 50?
I'm pretty sure it's closer to 180. Wasn't it 180? Maybe. Pretty sure, man. Look it up. Look at Google that real quick. Can't remember exactly. I know it was a lot for a bike, a lot for an adventure bike, and it was, it was KTM's. God, that race motor. What the hell's it? What the hell's it called? Same motor same motor that was in the Super Duke.
The super bike. It's the RC. I think it's called the RC 1200 or whatever they got.
It was like, what was the fucking? It was a 1301 cc.
Super Duke.
Yeah, it was the same motor that was in the Super Duke. They were like, hey, let's take the Super Duke motor and throw it in an off-road bike. This will be great. It's pretty fun too, man. Jesus. Tell you what, there's nothing stopping you on that thing except fear. Just gotta ride that bitch.
I'd never ride it, to be honest. I would never ride one of those. I stick it a 690. That's fine for me.
690 is perfect. I wish I would have got a 690 because the 1290 was ridiculous. Oh my God. Plus, it weighed about 550 pounds. I mean, you get off road now. Shit, it's a lot of weight to throw around.
Yeah, I got a. When I was working at KTM, here in Zambia, they gave me one of the bikes because there was bikes lying around. And the one was the shop owner's 690 Duke. It was a bike that was used to train for Dakar.
Right.
So it was my shop bike, all the way up from the farm to pretty much his side of town or farm. And I'd run the back road for I think it was 6-8 months. Right. And then they upgraded me to a vehicle and stuff like this. But that thing was awesome.
Oh, yeah. 690 Dukes, dude, they're quick too. Holy crap. I had a buddy. we'd all go out riding. We were going on like the fire trails and stuff up in the mountains. He'd show up on a 690 Super Duke and go riding with us. This dude was a nut. He'd be up there in the mountains riding that thing through the fucking trails. And most of the time out front. I mean, he was a madman. He was an absolute maniac. He was a cool dude. God, what was his name? Can't remember his name, man. Boy. The hell was his name? It was like right where my shop was at. I was like in an industrial area, and I had a big 2-story shop, and he was in there too. He was right across the street at a shop. He saw me like cleaning one of the bikes one day and came over, and that's how we hooked up. He's like, "Oh, I'll go ride." And so, I tell my buddies, "Oh yeah, I got a new dude. He's gonna show up." He shows up on a Super Duke, and so all these dudes are looking at me like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" And then so we go out towards Rubicon, and we start riding, and everybody's like, "Dude, cool. Dude, okay. Is this gonna be all right?" Dude, I think he kind of heard us. He just took that dude and just ripped out in front. It just took off up the trail. And everybody just looked out with their eyes all big. I was like, I guess we got to chase this dude now. He was crazy. Street tires on it. I mean, just God, dude. I'll never forget that. The first day. Like the first, yeah, totally. The first day, he's putting legs down and shit. I mean, dude, just right the way he was riding this thing. Because you know what they look like. I mean, there's no way you should be off road in that damn thing. And he is just ripping it. I'm just like, okie dokie. Well, alrighty then, man. Guess you're good to go. Once it starts raining, then you're screwed.
Yeah, then broken collarbone in 3 seconds.
Oh, dude. Yeah. All right. It's enough fun talk. Let's see. So we got the dollar, huh? 4 hour. Just ran to the top side of the power mean band. All right. Found support down here on the reverse wave trend. Look, running. Dollar was running. So this pullback, whoop, right to. Especially that 4 hour candle went right to reverse wave trend. Let this dog in. Come on. Are you done playing? Get in here, old girl. Get in here. There's a good dog. All right. So now, has the dollar seen its pre-market pump end? Quite possibly. Tried to shoot a wick up above, pulled right back inside the power mean band. Let me see something here. Volatility, though. Woo! Volatility's ramping up on the 4 hour for old Dixie. Where's this at on the daily? Look at this UPM on the daily. The dollar. Right back in business. Yeah, man. This thing's outside the power mean band on the daily. I'd be a bit surprised if that was end of that little move, at least intraday. Let me see here. Considering it is a random walk, I'm looking for trend, right? And see on the 90. Let's see where we got some trend at. Damn, with these outliers too, not even trend. Starting to drop out of trend. And you can see the trend movement to the downside hit that 3 SD band, bounce, prediction model flipped right back into a random walk as this thing just totally reverted. Power move, had a little bull div right at the end here. Yep. Returns oscillator, Z-score. Now I'm looking for, is it setting up any hidden bear? God, man, it is from way back here. That's quite a long way. 90 minute, huh? Did it play out last time? Of course it did, right? Look at the lower high. Look at the higher high, and then the thing just dumped down. This ain't going to pop up. That bull did, man. So you're above the 90-minute power mean band. As it was flipping totally bearish. Yeah, those bulls are like, we better get this shit together here, man. You're going to get ran into the dirt. Yeah, I would imagine the 45's trend. Okay, so we got the 45-minute. Setting up some bear div right now on both Z-scores and the returns oscillator. But look at the 45-minute. Look at all the bull div. And that thing crossed the zero mean this last time, and pop. There she blows. All the way to the 45-minute reverse Fisher. So you're outside the top. You just ran back up. What the hell? I got little freaking flying creatures in here. So on the 4 hour, it runs up top side of the power mean band, pulls back right inside it, 45 minute hit the reverse Fisher. Making sense. Found some support on the wave trend there. Look at this 45 minute candle where it shot to 99.7 Laplace. 99.7 Laplace. Let's see this 33. This power mean band flipped on us. So the 45 minute trend wasn't too deep. 33 is below the 2 SD band. And 33 definitely setting up some bear div. Let's see if we get the rejection here. This thing pulls back. This candle continues to pull back. You're probably going to see rejection here. Boy, if that happens, especially with the Z-score. Well, you got low length Z-score. What is this creature flying in here? Jesus. Z-score, bear div, returns oscillator, bear div. And you got the high length Z-score up here around the 90% confidence interval. Like I just said, trends just below the 2 SD band. Here we go, that 30. There's the 15. Yeah, definitely bear div. I mean, you got a higher high here, but from back here, no, not having it. Z-scores are both turning, or this Z-score is turning down the low length. High length already turned down on some bear div. A couple different sets of trend here, both to the top side. Looks like it's pulling back up. Looking for a prediction model flip here at some point. Let's see. But you got all these volatility lengths, man. They are expanding, positively correlated. Be honest though, well, it's really looking. We still get expansion here. Looking like the correlation's wanting to break on the low length. Getting ready to the wave trend down here on the 15 minute is getting ready to. Let me see something real quick. Getting ready to cross back up reverse Fisher. It's been a minute too. Let's blow this up and see when. Yeah, see, wave trend on the 15 minute for Dixie has been below the reverse Fisher. There was the last cross down right back here. Yeah. The 18th. The 18th. Take a peek at this real quick. So yeah, that's probably gonna pull. I wouldn't be a bit surprised this Dixie pulls back down here. 250 range, 103, 250. Come right down into this cross. We'll see what the Dixie Bulls have to say about that. I mean, look, you were sending wicks into the reverse Fisher, and it kicked up off the Fisher outside the power mean band. Mean reversion. That's what we're looking for. Dixie. Let's go to the 15. All right, show us the power. Yeah, this 15-minute candle just ran right to the 1 SD, right? And the first standard deviation band around the RMLR. Good stuff. Yes, I know. Continuous markets. Yes. Very aware. Thank you. Thank you, TradingView. 30's way on down here, huh? Right by. Let me hold on here. Override continuous market protection for a moment, sirs. Sometimes might give a wonky read. It's looking good right now. No data feed errors. Beautiful. Beautiful. When you turn off that continuous market protection, you get a good read like this. It's a good day. We've got the 30 getting ready to cross up the 30 power mean. That's the 30 length RMLR getting ready to cross up the 30 power mean. Wow. There's a move, man. I mean, you had the 11 length. There's take off. Price action just rode it. I mean, I gotta lie, man. This thing's got some room to run. Let's see what 15-minute candle closes below the lower length RMLR. We get that. We could definitely see this. Look, that's below the 250 area. 0.178. 0.178. Yeah, let's go, Dixie. Get your butt down there. What time is it? 9:14. Let's check this 4-hour pop. Where'd this thing go to? Yep. I'll take you closed. You closed that previous 4-hour candle back up above the RMLR. Opened up the new one below, came down, tested what? Bottom side of the 68.3 Laplace on that current 4-hour candle, and popped. Where to? 95.4 Laplace. Algos running the distribution. Look, and I'm going to be brutally honest here. We at Alpha Trading, we could care less. We could care less if you're not getting it. right? That's why we're here, for you to learn this stuff. But if you don't realize that these algorithms are running around in the distribution in this random market, you got a lot to learn, my friends. A lot to learn. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just being brutally honest, to the point where it should raise some eyebrows. Why don't these guys show all the time? Don't they have something to sell? What are they doing? No, this is all free. We do have an indicator package, but we don't want people coming in here and just purchasing it right out of the gate. It's going to do you no good. You're coming from traditional TA. Your mind is bogged down with all this lagging information. You got to sit all that to the side and start studying volatility. We'll give you a free chart, right? So you can start studying the basics of volatility trading. Then we have a 2-week free trial. But my recommendation is to come into this Discord for at least a month, right? Study, interact in the chat, ask questions about the free volatility starter pack. Get a basis, get an idea of what we're doing here, because this is different than anything you've probably ever experienced, unless you work at a high frequency trading firm, right? Because this is what they're using. Math, my friends. When this dollar's pumping
study long enough,
right back
study
up.
long enough on this stuff, you just become a stock whisperer. You know exactly where that price is going.
Stock whisperer. Yes, sir.
I mean, did you see in the chat yesterday? I'm just like, I was sitting there waiting for triple Qs to go up to that 94.5 plus. It hit it. It just hit it at the end of the day, right?
Oh yeah.
I knew it was going there, right? It was too risky to enter, just in case it dumped out, right? But it was going there. It just didn't get there soon enough to short it, right? So that's what volatility does for you. It lets you know where that price action is going to go.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, and what was I talking about at the beginning of the stream? I was like, this is going to be an afternoon sesh day. Look at the afternoon sesh. Dixie just dumped to the bottom side of the 15-minute power mean band. That allowed the markets at the end of the day to just rip to the top side. It went sideways right here, almost to close, 230. And it had a little pop up here. Where's the close? Right here. Yeah, it rebounded a little bit. But yeah, man, this spill out at what time? 11:45. Pretty much about, 45 minutes right after the stream ended. Thing dumped out. Good stuff. Yeah, when you have leading information, it changes the ball game, especially when you know where all these distribution levels are. These Dixie Bulls are trying to push this thing too. Yeah, you can push all you want. You're up here at top side of the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. More importantly, as a 4-hour goes, right, and we showed you on that 4-hour. Let's pull back. Put this on the 4-hour. Oh no, that was on the RMLR. There it is. So we showed you on that 4-hour candle, wick to wick, 68.3, 95.4 to the top side, 68.3 to the downside, 95.4 to the top side. That's these skinny lines, right? During this 4-hour candle, here's the bottom side of the 4-hour 68.3. That little skinny white line right there, that's the top. That's the 95.4 Laplace to the top side. That's what you're seeing on the 4-hour candle. So during this 4-hour candle that has what, hour and 45 minutes left, 95.4% chance the 4-hour candle, not 15-minute candles, the 4-hour candle doesn't close above like 103.5 area. So let's see how it plays out. We're not going to be live anymore, but yeah, 95.4% chance. I'm always going to go with the probabilities. Always. So what's that telling me right now during this 4-hour candle? Dixie could pull back, right? These markets could pump. They're already up pre-market. I did see gold back up above 19. Gold is just, so glad I'm not invested in gold, to be honest. Really glad. Let's see. The BRICS can have it all. They want to go up against the U.S. dollar. Knock yourself out. you know how the Dixie Army responds to that kind of crap. We'll see what happens. It's not going to be good. Whatever happens. Oh God, these people. Pretty funny, man. They're all in cahoots though. So what are you going to do? We're just going to intraday
You know what
trade.
you can do, Booker? If you use gold as your currency, when you default on your current dollar debts, for example, like China and Evergrande, well, then instead of the US having to mine that gold at 2,000, you're going to have to sell it back in dollars and they'll buy it from you for like $1,500, $1,200. And that's how you're going to pay off that loan if you want to go against the gold, if you want to go against dollar using gold.
Right.
So all these loans, they will liquidate their gold to pay them off because the gold price won't be going up. It's America has set this up so well, dude. It is like a symphony playing out. I promise you, dude. America is just about a rampage. Like I jokingly said, Dixie to 118. But man, I don't see why not. Like it doesn't hurt them. It doesn't hurt anyone else. It's just going to hurt the people that need to pay off their loans. China, who's China partnering with for BRICS, all these other countries, man.
Yeah.
It's so well orchestrated. But I'm not saying for today, 118. But I would say maybe by the end of the year or this time next year, who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I wouldn't doubt it, man.
You have to take a historical lesson just in the last, 15, 20 years. What did Venezuela do? They pegged everything to oil, right? Well, oil dropped out. Their economy isn't flexible enough to pivot off of oil. And what happened when oil tanked? Their entire economy, they're eating zoo animals, right? So same story with gold too, right? You peg something that you peg your entire currency to gold, right? I mean, gold tanks, you're gonna be looking at your pet dog like it's your next meal, right? So,
yeah.
Oof. I'd be eating squirrel before my
be
dog.
flexible. You got to be adaptable.
I got plenty of other animals to eat out here than my dog.
that dog will last a good 6 months.
No, it's just an
Alright.
No, dude, that's a very good observation. Thanks for sharing. I didn't actually put the two and two together. I was a bit young, I suppose, when hearing all that.
Right. I was talking with a buddy yesterday. He's getting ready for dove season. Said September 1st, dove season. He's like, you ever ate dove? This is a good old boy. And I'm like, I haven't had dove. Oh, you take them breasts, you stuff them with cream cheese, and blah, blah, he's running. I'm just laughing. I'm just like, what the hell? All right, man. Invite me over. I'll try some dove breast. What the hell?
So do we shoot them with peppercorns or birdshot, bro?
That's actually supposed to be really good, though.
Yeah. No, I've heard it is.
Ducks are cool, the cool animals. That's the one that if you don't want to eat a bird, you don't want to eat a duck, right? Because they're cool animals, right? Chicken, I don't give a shit about. I eat chicken, but duck.
Yeah, it's funny how we domesticate some animals, then we eat the other ones, and good thing there's not we still don't have the big one-eyed giants just eating us. That'd be great. Hey, don't eat him. He rides KTMs. He's cool. Eat all the people riding mopeds in traffic. Let's eat them first. Pain in the ass, jackasses. Maybe you shouldn't drink and drive. Then you won't be riding mopeds. It's funny though. It's funny how they allow this to happen because it's always all the drunk drivers and shit. They can't get driver's license, so they got to ride around on these little mopeds. But it's almost like they're trying to thin the herd. They're like, oh, we know they're going to keep drinking. Fuck it. Let them drive mopeds. They'll kill themselves on those things.
And those are the most dangerous things.
That's what I think they do. They're like, let's let them all just ride mopeds drunk.
It's nuts.
Oh, my God. It's so crazy.
Yeah. I had a friend. He actually passed away a couple years ago, but he was actually an ER nurse. He said the worst stuff you could ever see is the mopeds and motorcycles.
Dude.
Worst injury possible because if you take a dive off a motorcycle, you actually get burns because of the friction between your skin and the road. Burnt black, just skin across.
Yeah. Cooks you up, dude.
Oh yeah.
That's like if you're going over 100 miles an hour.
I don't wear a motorcycle, just based on what he had told me.
Yeah. I've almost went down going super fast. Got wheel wobble going about. How fast was I going? Way too fast, I'll tell you that. Probably about 130 or something. Started getting wheel wobble. I think it was on the Triumph event on the Explorer. That's sketch.
And then you hit a piece of gravel, right? Just a little bit of gravel, and that throws it all
jacked.
off.
Yeah.
You're gonna grow some wings real quick.
Oh, dude.
You're gonna learn to dive for tar like a pro.
Yeah. Crazy, man. Crazy, man. Got my braking oil out of the Challenger yesterday. Took it out all day. Ooh, shit. Was having some fun. Put that thing in track mode, and the electronic stability suspension system kicks in that the Demon's got. That's what's crazy about it. It's got the Demon rear end, the Demon suspension. It's got all kinds of like Demon parts that, like, you know, matriculated. Let's use that down into like these other Challengers. And so it's kind of like the Challenger 1320. You know, it's got a lot of that. It's got a lot, except the drag radials, which it needs, because it took me a minute. I finally got it to hook up, but God, there's just so much power, man. So much power. But it's getting to the road. That's the thing. Like those Hellcats and Demons, it's like, it's all good. You can have as much horsepower as you want, but you're able to put that down. You're able to get that to the wheels and get going.
So what about like low tire pressures? I know some.
Oh yeah.
Lower the tire pressure, but then you can't go as top end. You know, don't max the car.
Yeah, you throw drag radials.
0 to 100.
Really, you just need a soft compound drag radials. But yeah, you know, put like 20 pounds, 25 pounds of pressure in those things and just whoop, pop a wheelie in that car. For sure. But no, it's quick, man. It's real quick. We were in the country, because it's got timers set up everywhere. Bam, bam, bam. But how exact is that? And, you know, it's measuring you going a quarter mile, and I don't know how exact it was. I want to take it to the track, but I was running like 1160s. It's pretty damn quick for naturally aspirated. Pretty fast.
So I heard a crazy thing, and then we can carry on here with the trades. But Rimac, so Rimac Kunazeg, pretty much, or Rimac, I forget. It might be a sister company, but Rimac has been bought out by like Bugatti, VW, and another company. And now they've released this EV, which is about 2,000 horsepower. But long story short, this EV supercar can go from 0 to 250 miles an hour back to 0 in 28 seconds.
It's like a spaceship.
Bro, it took me longer to say that story than how fast that car goes from 0 to 250 to 0.
Yeah. Well, it's like you're in a anti-gravity spaceship. I was like, that's why, dude, this, just being in a Mopar big block, manual transmission, engaged, the sound, everything. Oh, it's just, I'd take it all day. I don't care how fast electric cars are.
No, that's real. But like, I was shocked.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
They're fast,
the analogy
man.
I always use between EVs and regular cars, or, you know, your gas-powered cars. The analogy I like to use is, you know, Casio can be more accurate than a Rolex, but that's not the point of a Rolex.
No.
Yeah, dog, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah. I mean, I go out, if I like go rolling around out in a Tesla, yeah, it's all good. But dude, when I take that freaking Challenger out, go mango color, freaking shaker hood, dude, it's just, everybody you drive by, they're like heads turning. It's a good looking car. I'm super stoked.
And little do they know that the person behind this wheel of what, 600, 800 horse has one eyeball.
He's got one eye. No, it's actually stock. This thing's like putting out like 485 horse, which is a lot, but
Okay.
I got plans for this thing. I got plans.
Yeah.
I just got kicked out of this. Time is it? Oh, we got a minute. Perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna freaking probably in the next. I'm probably gonna wait till the 5-year drivetrain warranty runs out. Then I'm gonna freaking rebuild the bottom end with all forged internals. Freaking stroke it out to a 426 and put this Helion twin turbo system. They pack up under it, so it's all hidden. It makes it a sleeper. These guys are putting down like 850 horse to the wheels with that stuff, stroking out their 390, their 392s, the 426s, and putting this twin turbo system on it.
What, reliable? I'm sure.
Yeah, pretty reliable.
It would be because it's the same block.
Yeah,
I
100%.
would expect.
You got to rebuild the block. Yeah, you have to. Just for emissions reasons, they put the piston rings way at the top of the freaking pistons, man, just for emissions. So you add more than like 5 pounds of boost, like people are throwing pro chargers on them. And the shop, no, we can't run more than 5 pounds of boost. And the customer's like, yeah, but they get it cranked up and they blow their motor.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Silly.
See.
All right, Spy. What are you doing, you goofy? See what this daily range is. Below. Daily range right down here by the bottom side. You know what, man? Dixie's just rampaging, too. Let me see this little sucker. Where you going, dirty dog? Where's this at on the VRE up here? All right. So 95 for Laplace, and then just sent a wick through almost to the second standard deviation. The stuff on this 4 hour. That's why as much as I want to buy some puts, I don't know, man. Where Dixie is right now, this might be another afternoon sesh. Get up here. Come on. Let's scale you back out correctly. There you go, you little silly. So we're above the top side of the 68.3. We got the bottom side of the 68.3 down here, right in the daily range, which is in, you know what, man? Spy, you just resilient little dog. Trying to get this daily range back up above this new weekly. And you close up here today. You close up here around 442, 443. This new daily range tomorrow is going to be above the weekly. That will be interesting. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, this is a tricky spot right here. If we're getting in a position right now, intraday, I'm not interested. I have Dixie sitting right here. If I was, I'd be buying calls. But look where Spy opened up pre-market. Don't like it. Don't like it. Not the daily range down here. And it's below the weekly. That is a magnet too. Top side of the weekly range, top side of the 68.3 Laplace. I mean, the bulls can take control here. Thing is, though, I need to get some price action down into this range. Then I might change my mind. But is Dixie going to keep running? That's tough, man. That's real tough. I mean, you're just so out. The 15-minute, ridiculous. But if you look on the RMLR, man, dude, it is smooth sailing, right? On the 15 anyway. And what I'm talking about is, let's see here. So if you're looking at the low length RMLR, man, you're chilling. You're almost at the mean. You're literally right at it. This thing could just pop. So we got to pull the 30 up. Where are we on the 30? You're up by the 2 SD band, right? There's hope. Mean reversion. Where's this at? 103.132. Let's see here. Where was the other one? 103.498. 103.498. Let's see here. 498, which is not too far down, actually. 499, 499. Yeah, it's just right here. That's what I'm saying. On the 15-minute, you're sitting literally right on top of the RMLR. Really close. Now, is this thing going to bust a move on this 4 hour? Hey, it's happened before. Yeah. It's not like the 4.6% probability can't. There's still a probability. So, it's there. Now, when you get up to like 99.7, the 0.9999, like a fourth standard deviation, stuff like that, you can be pretty damn confident that thing is done. Because those probabilities are so low. And those algos, they are going to reverse that. So, at this point, it's all good. Got the 3SD at 103.662. Those things running too. That'll get Spy. Get Spy back down to the daily.
Just to get more eyeballs on what Spy might do. Triple Q's open above it, 68.3. It's almost already at the 1 SD. So, I mean, that's, like Bill said, I don't really like this either, right? Because either A, Dixie's going to dump, and then you're going to get like an incredible move to the upside, which is statistically unlikely, or DXY might just kind of chill sideways, and then all the markets come back down. There's a lot of risk going on risk management.
62. Let me see something here. What is going on? Let me see here. Intraday, QQQ. What is going on? Nvidia and Tesla yesterday were just crushing. Nvidia still up 1.6 early. It's Tesla.
Nvidia is probably running because it's getting ready for its earnings to dump tomorrow night. So
look at Tesla. Tesla's up 3.28. What we got down here? What is the top side of the daily range on QQQ? 363. What we got down here? That's pretty damn cheap. It's below. Yeah, if anything, it'd be 364s. 20 delta. Let me see. What we got over here? Let's see on SPY. We got the 20 delta calls at. Yeah, 443s. 443s. What are the 20 delta puts? And right in the middle, we got a 16. They're both by the 1SD though. 438. 438, huh? Let's see. Where you at? Yeah, pretty much right at the center of the daily, man. Right at the center of the daily. It's a 20 delta to the put side. Pretty damn cheap. That's the thing though. What's DXY gonna do? We all know, man. They're building this thing up. It's like Warlord said. Wouldn't be a bit surprised if this thing started running back up into the teens at some point. Just crush everybody's plans they have.
Like it rallied during COVID.
Yeah.
Like it got stronger during COVID. So the dollar is the safe haven when the world starts to go to shit. That's what we need to observe. So if the world goes to war, well, then you're going to hold dollars.
Yeah.
That's what I'm guessing.
Top side of the weekly, top side of the 68.3. We're right here.
And your yield is probably going to go up too, so that goes up. But the correlation to the 10-year to DXY probably go up too. So it's at least going to run to the middle of probability, which is still below it right now. So on the 4 hour.
So guys, I quickly want to say this. The Russians or whomever's currencies are getting hammered by the USD. Let's say their 1 USD equals 10 units. One Coca-Cola equals $1 for you. It equals 10 units for me. But we're both paying $1. Now, it goes like the Russian ruble went to 150. That literally means that if the guy had $1 million, all right, for easy, if I get this right, if he had $1 million at the current price of 92 from 10, you would have something like $12,000, $120,000 from $1 million. If he was to convert, like if he was to go and buy goats, he could buy 1 million goats, but now he can only buy 120,000 goats just because his currency got weaker. So he wants to hold dollars. If he was clever, he would have been, he's holding the dollars before it went to 150. Now everyone's going to be slow and they're going to be entering in on like, oh damn, I literally just halved my whole family's net worth in 3 days. If I cash in at 90, 75 USD a ruble. Like this is oligarchy problems. This is all family money that I have to hold rubles. So this is, there's problems. And as they start to slide into funny other little assets and stuff, sure. The ruble just gets weaker. The dollar will just get stronger. So it's very, very interesting. Anyway.
Gold rejects off the 1SD, sends a wick right to the center of the daily. Right to the center of the daily. You can see it sputter out at right before close. Kind of found some liquidity on the top side of the daily range. Just was having trouble with the center of the weekly. Man, once it got above there, One SD. This is old Dixie, man. Dixie's got me sitting on my hands right now. I mean, geez. Which time's left in this bad boy? 5 minutes. Let's see what happens with this 15-minute candle. Yo.
Real question.
Yo.
Would you rather hold one thing of gold at 1,850? I don't know what it's measured in, ounces, whatever, pounds. Would you rather hold that, or would you rather hold one Ethereum the next 5 years?
Oh.
Same price.
Oh, man. You're throwing curveballs at me. You know I don't like both.
I would hold gold, bro. I'm just saying. I just hold gold.
You know I'm not. You know I'm not going to touch ETH. So.
Right. I'm like,
I don't want nothing to do with Ethereum.
I feel like people holding Ethereum are like, wow, this is the price of Russell. This is the price of,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I'm in that camp where ETH is just a total gas scam. I'm not down with it. So.
Dude, Ethereum is the price of gold. Solana is the price of silver.
What is ETH at right now, man? What is ETH's price? Yeah.
Down to 16.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start quite a bit.
Like $200 below gold or something. Look at the dollar. Goofy.
Look at it go. What a beautiful. This is them just saying we can send missiles, but we prefer green dildos.
Oh.
Look at it go.
100%. 100%.
It's going to go test that. It's going to go test that monthly resistance. That's what it's doing. Because that's also the 1 SD as well.
Yeah, I know, man.
Once it scale up a little bit. Yep, right there. I think it's that blue line you get, the blue crosses. I think that's where it's going.
Damn.
Pretty, right?
Damn, he's fucking. I'll tell you what, man. 4019.
That's like a 0.5% move.
6, 7.
I mean, I saw that, and then you go and look over at Triple Qs, you're like, oh, I should have just do bot clicks as soon as the market opened, right? But it is what it is. You don't want to just get into a trade just because you think something's going to happen. You need to get into a trade.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen.
Yeah, you just need some data.
You need evidence.
If you get the data on the 1 second, well, then you're good. But if you can't, damn.
I mean, I think 30 minutes before market open, I was thinking, oh yeah, SPY's probably going to run up to like, I think it was like 443. But I wasn't going to rush into any calls or anything like that. If it's going to hit 443, it'll hit 443 later this afternoon.
Look at this damn thing trending. 15-minute trend, huh? Look at the Z score.
Dixie up, crypto down, hopefully. Please go to 3,000 Dixie. That would be nice.
It would be nice if that would have dropped SPY down into the pocket, not the golden pocket for all you traditional TA. Let me see here. Uh-oh. You always know when Yasha hits the chat. Comes in hot. 440. My first instinct was to buy some puts, but I didn't like where Dixie was at. Indeed. That's the thing. You got to stick. You got to stick with your plan. Got to stick with your plan.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's gambling.
Yeah.
It's trigger discipline, right? Trigger discipline.
Yeah. I mean, where this thing was sitting at, no freaking way, man. Especially during this 4-hour candle. Especially during this 4-hour candle, you're above the 2 SD and the 95 for Laplace. So by the next hour and 16 minutes, this thing has literally got a 95.4% chance to pull back to either of these areas. It's 15-minute. These 15-minute candles are running. Gold, Jesus, gold, you are just so weak. Well, I remember when I looked at it an hour ago, it was like 1905. and give off like 12 points real quick just on this Dixie pump off center of the weekly range. Just on this Dixie pump off center of the weekly range. Gold said, "Bruh." You're going to see that more than anything else. When Dixie gets strength, gold just...
Dixie is already above its 4-hour and second standard deviation, and its next stop is the third standard deviation. Right? It's still going to be able to ride the 1 minute power mean all the way up. If I smell any weakness on Dixie, it's when Dixie moves inside that 1 minute 9 log MA power mean, right? Once it gets inside of that on the right hand side, I call it the right hand rule, then you can maybe smell a little weakness. Then you go through your workflow.
What we got here, man? Some close right at the top side. What are you doing, little friend? Seems just sitting right at the top side of the 68.3. Dixie's at 0.6. Good Lord, where are you going, dude? Where are you going? Yeah, that would be... I mean, it's a no-brainer. You got a tight daily range. Tight daily range. Intraday trend is definitely happening. Low time frames. We looked on the 4-hour. It wasn't trending. Even if there's two. Let's see something real quick. See if that thing shot deeper. Whoops. Dixie. Yeah. Hello. Nice 4-hour candle, Jimmy. Yeah, man, this thing just random walk on the 4-hour. But like I said, when I said that, I was like, look at the volatility, though. Look at the volatility. Bricked up, positively correlated. Yeah. This move, though, man. Let's go up here. Look at the daily. Where's this thing on the daily? We did look, but I don't remember. Do not remember. Hidden bull. There was hidden bull on Z-score and returns oscillator. Man, this thing on the dollar going to cross up the zero mean here. Go for a ride. Only thing I'm halting on that thinking is this Z-score. This 30-link Z-score is pretty damn high. They don't like to hang out up here either. Returns are already making their way back down. Look at the volatility on the daily. 981, 2400 hadn't even budged. Low lengths budging a little bit. Surprised that's... Insight. There's not a lot of volatility on the daily, man. I don't trust this Dixie move. Let me see here. Yeah, this thing's going to pull back, man. This thing's... Where's SPY at? SPY get down at all? Fuck. You little screwy thing. So what I really wanted was SPY to just send a wick down, at least to the center of the weekly.
Oh, he's getting there. It's going to go there. He's just going to go.
Get your butt down here. I'd like the bottom side of the 68.3. That's what I'd really like. I'm telling you, Dixie's getting ready to sputter out here. Dixie's going to sputter out. Let me see something.
So on the 15 minute for SPY, right now the reverse wave trend is right now at the bottom side of the week. So it can definitely make a quick move down there, and that'll be your 63, 64. What's the math on that for the first year class?
68.3.
Yeah, 68.3. So it'll be right below that. Right?
Get
so,
this.
I mean, that's if it happened right this instant. These things that happen, they evolve, right? So if they give it maybe 30 minutes, and it'll probably be in the middle of that weekly, or middle of the daily, excuse me. That's still below the...
So this 5-day candle literally closes on Friday. This is interesting. This is going into next week. This is going to determine everything, in my opinion. I mean, you look at the 5-day, and you look at reverse Fisher, reverse wave trend, 33 power mean. I mean, I showed this yesterday. That's what these, both sides. Bears and the dollar bears and bulls, they're going to be battling for this area. If this 5-day candle closes above here, oof, I'm telling you, man, Dixie could run to the top side of the power mean band. 105.4. That's a start, especially going into the end of the year of hitting these higher levels. The bears push this down below. Man, this thing could drop back down to the 99 if that happens. These markets will explode. So, yep, there you go. There's your signals. Pump or dump. Figure it out. Good stuff. 103.6. I mean, dude, this is a 5-day walk up. Contracting volatility. Last 3 5-day candles. This thing's been just slowly walking up on negatively correlated contracting volatility.
10-year yield did exactly what I said it would do. It ran right to the middle of the distribution, the 4-hour. So now what does 10-year yield do? It's sort of like in a no man's land between volatility. And then that might determine what it takes.
40. In these macro time frames, Dixie worked its ass off hard to get up above this reverse wave trend here on the 3-day too. I mean, this is almost in a position this week. How big was that weekly range? Not super tight, but oh, whoops, that's SPY. There you come. Come on down. Get me where do I want. That's where I want it. Get your ass down there. Yeah, about the same width as SPY actually. But yeah, this nice move to the top side. I'll be surprised if Dixie runs all the way back down. That's what the tight daily range is telling you. There's going to be a lot of volatility. There's going to be a lot of movement, usually in both directions, which we did. It's already playing out. A lot of volatility today already. Gold approaching 1890. Yep. Better be careful. Gold might dip below Ethereum's price. That'll wake up the gold bugs. They'll be like, what the hell's going on? Now you know why China was buying up all the gold. Good luck, though. Their economies, you think their economy is more jacked than we are. They're really jacked.
They have a real estate problem.
Oh, dude. All kinds of issues.
Real bad real estate problem. Like, it makes the 2008 issue in the U.S. look like crickets, comparatively.
And this
You know what they were doing? They were basically taking people's mortgages, well, like a decade before the house was even built, or the apartment or whatever. Like, it was just a giant Ponzi scheme.
What's the neighbor doing? Hold on. I don't know what he wants. Neighbor's funny. Just a good morning. Hey, what do you want, buddy? Here it comes. Yeah, what are we going to do? 4-hour second resistance levels right at the 3 SD. Right at the 3 SD. Be that, yeah, I mean, you're talking about this monthly level. I don't know, man. It's going to be tough. But this is working out perfectly for what I want to see, all the SPYs being resilient. SPY's trying not to get down into that daily, but you up and about.
There's definitely a couple rejection spots here, like for Dixie coming up, right? So I can stay up here for long. I don't think so. Got to see where it falters, which volatility it falters. Does it falter at that 3ST in the daily volatility range? And you get, for me personally, when I try to tweak this, I'm down on the 1 minute. You know, I'm seeing how those candles are opening and closing.
Get your butt down here.
How the volatilities are being contested. And after that is, you know, the weekly and the daily 1SD. And you see how the 1 minute reacts there. And beyond that 1 SD is then the 4 hour at 99.7 Laplace, right? It's not going to close the 1230 candle.
49, 78 cents. Damn. Things up a quarter. 439 puts are up a quarter. When I was looking at them to buy, yeah, man, you got to stick to a plan. You can't just be like, oh yeah, it's fluid. It's fluid. No. When it comes to the distribution, I follow the plan. It doesn't matter. My gut instinct was to buy some puts immediately, but I was like looking at Dixie going, no, I'm not gonna go against the, my thought process that goes along with this distribution and the probabilities. But you can see it can happen. There's no doubt about it. But I'm not going to be involved.
Bilbo, do you still have the chart up that showed that correlation between SPY and Dixie? You still have that, or?
No, I didn't save it anyway. I'd have to rebuild it all, but
I was just curious because what if they swap correlated like right at the last second? Dixie dumps and SPY dumps at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They're pretty.
I'm not trying to make this materialize into being, right? I'm not trying to talk it into existence. But that'd be a real kick in the pants, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but with the way Dixie's acting right now, I highly doubt that would happen.
No, I know it's definitely negatively correlated, but you always want to have the probability, that.
Jesus, gold's getting crushed.
Scenario.
This little creature flying around. What's happening to Bitcoin?
Yeah, you can see if something is positively or negatively correlated if you understand the rules of Shannon entropy or whatever it is, AVR and the PCs. If the 1 minute signature is saying up on Dixie and the SPY is saying up on the same volatility signature, well, then they're correlated. But if one is saying up and the other one is saying down, well, then that they're not correlated. Because you get two volatility signatures for up, you get two volatility signatures for down. So when they don't match, well, then like one could be expansion to the upside with positive drift while they're going in the same direction, they correlate. Then when they've both got expansion and volatility and PCs are positively correlated, well, then they're significantly correlated because they've got the same signature. So it's the easiest way to pretty much just look at it in case you don't have the line. And a little trick to have in the back of your head. You don't have to get analysis paralysis.
Let's see here. Here it comes. Dixie's moving towards that range. Moving towards the range. It happens.
It's just about to test it. Just about to test that volatility.
70. Oh, yeah, let's come down to the 2-day. Where you at, 2-day? Oof. 2-day volatility is low. This thing's ramping up. Nice steady contraction too. Nice steady contraction. Predominantly negatively correlated.
Yeah, that's volatility unwinding to the upside. So that's like saying the pressure in the market has ended when the bears bounced or when the bulls came in here. As that volatility is decaying and it's contracting and this thing's just slowly bleeding up, it's telling you that it's unwinding to the upside. So then you should hopefully catch the volatility expansion, which is the money move, and the big candle coming next. So that will be the trick over the next, whatever that time frame was we were looking at, 4 or 5 candle.
And we can't forget that Dixie is in trend too, right? It is in positive trend.
Which time frame?
Oh, the 33 minute, 50 minute, and 9 minute. Bilbo's favorites. I will absolutely emulate Bilbo's.
Yeah, they're low time frame is definitely trending. I mean, the daily's turning down right now, but it's definitely a random walk. That volatility kicked up a little bit too. Trying to make a believer out of me.
I think the initial signs of when it's probably going to fall out of that low time frame trend. I typically use the 5 minute, right? When it breaks that second standard deviation band. I know there's differences, whatever works for everybody. But it doesn't mean I'm jumping in at the 5 minute. I'm still watching that 9 minute, but it means I can front run a position if I think it's actually going to break on that 9 minute.
Okay.
7, there's 100. This entropy percentile is pretty damn high.
Can they hold Dixie?
Let's see.
If it's in trend, right, it can blow through that daily volatility range, even though it's at the third standard deviation on the 4 hour. Flow through the daily volatility.
Rock and roll.
Will the trend carry over on that standard deviation itself, or will the computers, pull together a lot of liquidity and just kind of reject?
Oh man, this Dixie move's about done, man. This Dixie move's about done. 45. Yeah, you're crossing the zero mean on the 45 right now. Where was that 90 at? Heading down, broke back inside the deviation bands. 981 contracting, positively correlated. Okay, now I see what you're doing here. How much time's left in this Dixie 4 hour? Check. Was it an hour, right? Yep, an hour, huh? Look at this DRE. Boom. Okay, there's 5. Where are you? Back. You're inside the 4 hour 68.3 right now. SPY.
So if SPY carries on marching down to the daily, then this Dixie's going to rip. That's the idea. Seeing this one going up, the other's going down. You might as well just hammer it until it doesn't work anymore. I don't know.
SPY pulls back here. I don't know. I mean, if Dixie pulls back here, I don't know if SPY's going to make it all the way down here. It could. Just a quick wick.
Yeah.
Get your butt down here. I'd like to see what happens when it messes around with the center of this weekly. So there's definitely going to be some bulls sitting here trying to kick it back up.
Yeah.
Let's see. 39.62. Just trying to
VEPS
catch this perfectly.
Nearly like 60 units since we started the stream.
Dixie just went inside that 1 minute power mean. So now's the time I run my workflow, right?
Where the hell did that run to on the 4 hour, man? Deviation band wise. Yeah, you're going to be up there at the top side of the Laplace distribution. And almost got there. 95.4. Definitely hit the third standard deviation normal. Like you can see it here. Deviation bands. Let's flip these on the normal distribution, won't we? Why don't we? Show me the change.
2.5 standard deviation move.
There we go. What is happening? I know what's happening. Hold on here. There we go. Ding dong, ding dong. I was like, what is wrong with this chart? It's going to be right at the 3SD as soon as this thing populates. Another indicator. It's got a lot of lines of code. There you go. We're right to it. So during this, that was the third standard deviation. That's a 99.7% probability level. So right now, there's a 95.4% chance in the next hour this thing's back down below like 103.545. All right.
Did you just incorporate price and time? Are you timing the market? What?
Neighbor giving me some tomatoes. I wonder what he was up to. All right. So you're just gonna chill up here. So there's that 2 SD right there, but it's coming down too. Doesn't have to wait an hour. You can do it anytime. Probably come back down inside. It's a tricky spot right here. I'm not gonna lie. With Dixie pulling back, I mean the whole idea would to buy some SPY calls going into the afternoon here, but boy, oh boy, I would much rather like this entry down here. I was trying to give me some hot peppers too.
Yeah, boy.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna enter position if this thing is floating around right here. No. Even though Dixie spills out here, I mean, this thing will pump right off. I mean, we're talking percentage-wise, just pulling back like that, close enough for a test for sure. The daily range doesn't need to get any action. And it's below the center of the weekly, so that's a tough read. Didn't get a wick all the way to the weekly. I mean, Dixie was pumping hard, but it ran into that 4-hour 3SD. Higher you get up in those probabilities, the more those algos are just going to freaking reverse. They're going to flip the buy mode into the sell mode. Flip the buys into the sells. Yeah, they're just right now trying to get people into some naughty little positions. So yeah, this US dollar, man. This thing's a scam. Yeah. There's one thing that could just roast these probabilities. It'd be Dixie. Dixie and Bitcoin.
You look at the premium on the put side versus the call side. It's like this is expensive to buy a put right now. So
yeah, by
who's ever buying puts, they're
50%.
They're asking for it.
Paying $1.62 for 441s and $1.11 for 440 calls. Heavy to the put side right now. That can change real fast. If Dixie breaks down and comes hauling ass back to this weekly range, my God. You'll see a pop. These bulls are itching. They are itching, right? Traditional markets got beat up last week. They're itching to return the favor. But the dollar's like, you just hold on there for a second, bub. And you're inside the top of the weekly. I mean, God. That's the thing. If this thing were to roar down to this daily range, I mean, I wouldn't be going anything higher than like a 440. 440, and right now they're $1 pretty much. But you drop down here, they'll probably be about 80 cents. Not cheaper. That premium will suck out quick. Put a vacuum on it. The expected move, 441.5 to the top side, a little bit under 438 to the downside. Of course, center of the daily. What did I say? 441.5. Yeah, pretty much.
I just really want. I think I want what you want. I wanted to go to that center of that weekly. Buy. For the center of that weekly, that's a good spot for the bounce. That'll probably correlate or synchronize with the Dixie drop.
Come on, you little monkey. That's the thing. This 4-hour closes on Dixie. It's a new ball game, man. I mean, this thing could freaking ramp up and run another 3 SD. The way it's acting right now. The way it's acting right now. Wow. 36, 437 puts. Damn, they're only 28 cents.
Yeah, I've noticed that when the new 4 hours come in, it won't immediately like pop. It'll just sit there like sideways for a good like 30 minutes, right? Because it's testing kind of middle of that distribution. So part of the workflow is when that 4 hour actually comes in, right? Both on Dixie and Spike is a little different. Because, you know, if you're expecting to move and then that 4 hour comes in, well, you might be stuck in the middle of the distribution for a bit. That eats away your premium.
Going to this voice chat. Should have thought it was in it. And I wasn't. Nothing going on though. What we got? Boys. Yeah, that meme's funny. GIF, whatever the hell it is. GIF memeing.
Yo, Bubba, can I ask,
Yep.
would we be able to look at the Forex pair USD ruble? Obviously, I can look it on my charts, I got my rig. But I just think it would be interesting. I think the last time we looked at it, it was about 98 or 100, 99.
It got roughed up. Jesus. Looks like Tron shit chart 2017. Circa 2017.
So is that what wash trading looks like? I don't know.
Jesus, man. I mean, that's just ridiculous. That is just ridiculous. Gotta hate charts like this. Look at this thing. What the?
Just buy the drip, bro.
I wanna see a wrestling match. Putin against Biden. He'd probably snap Biden's neck. Although he's sick, man. They're both. That would be a riot. Remember when they used to do the MTV celebrity death matches? That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to put that shit together. I would laugh so hard.
I think there's an NFT crew that can be there.
Man, I listened to a 2-hour. It was on Vigilant Elite. Who's that? Sean, whatever his name is, X Seal, whatever, put together that podcast. He had Vivek Ramaswamy on there. Dude, man, he's talking about a lot of shit that gets people killed. Bless him.
Yeah. Ryan Shaw.
Holy
shit.
shit.
I was watching someone last night. Yeah.
He impressed me, man. It was the first time I really listened to him. And I was just like, damn, really? He's actually the only one that's literally has a plan. And he is quick, man. He don't need no teleprompters. He's a really smart guy. I didn't know too much about him. Really smart guy.
But he's very leading. I didn't know who he is, but that oak is very, very leading. He's a very good storyteller.
Yeah.
And cold reading. So he's going to relate to you the same way he can relate to everyone else in the world. So it's a little bit snaky, but he's very clever about how he goes about it. So some people might not be able to see it.
Right.
But yes, he does come on to useful information.
Let me see here. We got, what's that, the 4-hour? God, where's the daily? Yeah, dude, this thing is just a train. Even on the daily, give me a break. Jesus, this thing's rough. This thing is rough. Yeah, dollar taking back over with this move, man. Yeah, this could be back up there because, yeah, it was, right? It was up there around 100. This thing could move to the top side of the power mean band. If Dixie continues to show some strength, it'll start freaking just kicking everybody's butt.
Get very weak. Yeah, that's as it goes up, Russian ruble gets weak.
Yeah, so so is the pound, so is the euro. The Aussies are up a little bit on the USD right now, though, which is very interesting. Pretty much crushing everything else. Huh. Yeah, that's a strange pair indeed, man. Just the liquidity is ridiculous. Like you said, a little wash trading going on there. I mean, this is freaking toughy right here. 40-minute SPY just keeps kicking up off that area. Keeps kicking up. And now you're inside the 68.3. I mean, boy, they tried to push this thing down. But from what I'm seeing with the dollar, that party's about over. But the 4-hour candle's closing here in, what, 45 minutes? That thing closed up by the 3 SD. Look out. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Say hello to my little friend.
Oh no!
Get wrecked. Holy frijoles! Ándale, ándale, hija!
Like sewing scoop.
These are all the cool sound effects we have on our soundboard. If you want to come join our Discord channel and watch live.
2 hours later.
Brain dance!
VEX is on an absolute rip. People are getting very panicky. Seems to have moved like 50 units since we started this stream.
As you can see, it appears we are going down.
Damage! Emotional damage! Yeah, boy.
Saron smashing away here. Should try to tell us a story. Let's see if we can do that. Doesn't sound.
What y'all doing? Y'all creating a ruckus?
Saron making sure that all the buttons on the soundboard work correctly.
That's awesome.
Good.
Little tester. Dixie slowly making its way down out of these probabilities, man. They're way up there, right? 3 SD move. Probably going to close inside this 2 SD, wouldn't doubt it. I mean, you can close inside this 2 SD and above the top side of the 68.3 and then just open up a 4-hour candle and a rip. Let's see if it closes above the 2 SD. I mean, it's going to be right as we're leaving, so let this play out. It's one of the main reasons why I didn't get into anything here this morning. Did not get into anything this morning. It's like you just said, right? Dixie coming down. SPY is inside the 68.3. This is one of those where, hey man, anything can happen, especially on these low time frames. I mean, how you go to a 1 minute right now may be interesting. A little correlation could be correlated. You're sending wicks into the top side of the 68.3 here. In fact, Dixie is not climbing back up above here. It's leading me to believe, man, it wants some action down on this daily range probably. That's why I want to see how it'll react down here before I would even think about putting any risk on. That's one thing. After, trading for a while, you don't always have to be in a trade. Not being in a trade is a position. And sometimes the smartest. And it's got this little flying creature in here. What the hell? All right, boring. Let's go. What's going on in the stock market? Natural gas, we don't care about you. Airbnb, huh? Yeah, everything's like in neutral. Nvidia pulling back just a teeny bit. Netflix up 1%. Microsoft almost up 1%. What's Lyft doing? Lyft's right a little over $11. I got my eye on you, buddy. Got my eye on you, Lyft. Schwab down 2.6. Good. burn the banks down.
Is Lyft the like Uber competitor?
Yep.
So I just had a opinion today.
Tesla.
Obviously, it's an easy one. If you've traded them, you would have seen them. But towards like December, towards holiday season, I can imagine that you would buy these things, guessing that the earnings report of December, whenever that report comes out, is going to be really good, and thus pumping price. So during downtime, not so good. Maybe October, when everyone starts booking early bird rooms and stuff like that, the smart investor might also start buying. But that's entirely just up to seasonal influences, not economic and SPY's influence.
Right. Look at this little shitter. Well, let's look at Tesla, man. What you doing, Tesla? Ramping it up. Weekly range. Where's the daily? Ooh. Daily above the weekly. How's this daily been tested? That's pretty close, man. Pretty close. We're up here at the 1SD, though. Tesla's at its first standard deviation. Tesla's at its first standard deviation. Goodness. Right back down to the top of the monthly NVIDIA. And that's the thing. I mean, this chart, very bearish, man. Yeah, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if you see these earnings play to the downside. I mean, NVIDIA's running like a jackass to the top side. Goodness gracious. You see something here. Let's pop this over here. Let me get a better look at this thing. Congrats to anybody that was in on this. Come on. Give me my NVIDIA. Where's that low? 413. Yeah, damn, man. This thing ran like crazy. There, the 4 hour. How far outside this power mean band did this thing go? Yeah, right at the top, the variance shifted negative. As it was still spreading, you're right back at the 4 hour reverse Fisher as we speak. What, 465.27, just right above it. Boy, it breaks there. Closes that 4 hour below here. This thing could slam back down. 450 area. There's the 33 power mean. Reverse wave trend. Reverse wave trend's at 440.21. If it's going to come back and test it. But does it look like mean reversion is happening with NVIDIA? It does. Indeed. Indeed.
Just kind of looking at NVIDIA this weekend. Now, if that earnings play fails, it's going to go down to like 330. Like, it's going to just take a huge tumble. Because it's on the higher time frames, like I think it's like weekly, right? You're talking about like 328s, 13s, 258. Down there away.
So it's Wednesday after the close. Tomorrow after close, huh? Earnings.
Do not be in the market. Do not be in the market on tomorrow's close.
What do we got here?
I have a good feeling
50.
Nvidia. Like all the other tech, even if it beats, it'll collapse, right? Because everything's priced in. They haven't been able to monetize the AI. NVIDIA might be a little bit different because they sell the actual card, so their revenues might actually go up. But, I mean, yeah, just have a rocket. Their stock price just rocketed up. Right? You'd have to justify that with a fair value of what they show in revenue. I just don't think it'll be there.
Gee, with the earnings play, this expected move on 3 days out. Oh, my God. This is the close on Friday. Expected move to the top side, 515. Downside, 412. Wow. 4 freaking 12. Is right. Goodness gracious.
I don't trust that 412.
What's that?
412 because I don't trust that 412. Nvidia was just down at 412 just like a few days ago, like last week.
See,
And we just don't earnings will bad earnings call or whatever algos decide to do. It's way below 40. You'd have to go down and look at what the lowest monthly volatility range is. That's probably the stopping point.
Oof. Let me see here.
There's a gap on the Nvidia, which is right at the power mean. Funny that. And there's also the normal distribution 80 dev band mean.
Let's see.
I think a good way to contextualize some of these earning plays and what Nvidia might possibly do, just if it's to the downside, is you look at all the other earnings plays like the Microsofts, the Apples, the Shopify. Well, they had bad earnings plays, right? And they dumped out. Well, where did they dump out to? They dumped out to before the prices before the big pump when Nvidia had its last earnings call. So everything in the last like 3 months in terms of price will be absolutely wiped out by that bad earnings call in Nvidia.
Mm-hmm. Neighbor's just itching to come bring me some stuff. It's like, buddy. He's like, can I come to the door? Like, I'm streaming for another half hour. If you want to just drop off, sure. Whatever. Bring me your tomatoes and peppers. I will take them. Okay. All right. Back to the real shit here. Yeah. Look at Nvidia, man. Pulling back. Yeah. Tomorrow, here. This is what I would be looking for. I mean, if I was going to go into this earnings play, I'd be down here looking around 430. This freaking weekly range. This weekly range. Let's see how that ages.
And don't do yourself a favor and look at the prices on it either.
Oh, they're
It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
The markup is just insane on both sides, right?
That's why you just need a. And so what's he do? He comes over and knocks. Give me a second. Hold on, boys.
So there's some jalapenos in there, greens.
Yeah.
And the yellow and orange ones are
Yeah.
hot.
Okay.
And then the purple ones are sweet.
But we're giving him some probability cones on tomato and green pepper direction. So the signals get given out in the farmland.
I thought you might make some salsa.
Yeah.
I didn't know you want it for eating or putting away.
I'll
Loading up on peaches. He's a farmer.
100%.
So well.
I make the raw tomatoes when I make salsa and stuff like that.
Heck yeah.
Alright?
Thank you.
Enjoy yourself. Sorry to interrupt.
That's
I have
Yeah.
this is where I learned my life.
Oh yeah.
White animal dishes, plastic animal dishes.
Okay.
I feed cats
Okay.
over there. They eat all the food. I watch them do that. And slowly, I pick one and two white ones. I don't know. I don't know if it's him. I'm not confusing.
Right. Yeah. I don't
I
know.
think it's him.
Probably. Yeah. I wouldn't think he would take the place. He was like, "What the hell's that? There's no food on it. I don't want that." All right, man. Appreciate it. Yep, Dave. See you. I got a bag of goodies. Maters, tomatoes and peppers and holy shit. I think there was, give me a second. But I look in the bag and there's fucking, I gotta sit these outside, man. I look down in the bag, there's ants crawling all over them and shit. I gotta clean these things off before I bring them in. I don't want those ants getting in the internals and sending out their little message to the rest of the colony. Hey, we found it. Come on in, boys. All right, God, Dixie, good Lord, man. I'm telling you, man, the scam is on. Come on, you little shit. Damn, SPY will not drop down into there. I mean, it's tough. This is tough. You got the center of the weekly here. I want this so bad, though. I want the bottom side of the 68.3. It's in the daily range. You get down here, and then Dixie shows some weakness. Woo! This thing could pop right back up. What is this, 440? Too rich for my blood right now, I'll tell you that. Yeah, man, those 440 calls are $1.35. Oh, no, they're not. Jesus, my bad. 81 cents. Let's see. I'll tell you what, though. The skew is, whoop, that didn't last long. Pretty even now, man. Pretty even now. Paying a little bit more for puts, but not much. There we go.
Bitcoin on the slide, baby. This is Gucci gang.
Yeah, because it was holding for a little bit. What is it, dipping now? I know it was right out, just a little under 26 or whatever. What, 26? Yeah. Wasn't it a little under 26?
I think we're just eyeing the 442s because that's just a 1ST move to the top side. And they're now half the price of what they were.
Oh, yeah.
Just half the price now.
I mean, the 1SD up here.
You can technically go in and buy two that would have bought me one, right? At this point.
436. Let me see something here. Go. Is it again 442 to the top side? Yeah, man. This movie's all the way up. Let's see. 42. Downside, what is that? 436. Actually, pretty good right there. God, man. $22. Just not there, man. Looking for, just trying to capture this range like a condor or something. It's just the risk reward is just not there. Unless I go hog wild and buy like 10 contracts, and I don't want to do that on a day like this. Plus 10 contracts would be, oh, wow, about $780 for only a $250 profit. The pop's 60%. So I'm going to take a 60% chance to get a $100 trade? No. I'd rather be in the garage working on the car or something. Let's get rid of that.
Making that move.
Here we go. Here we go, you little shit. What are we doing? Oh, SPY. That's 0 DTs. It is. Dixie's at 653. God, you're back below the center of the weekly, though. I like the setup down here, man. Okay, you're right at the daily range right freaking now. Now, what's the top side of the 68.3? 440s. They're only 52 cents. The 441s, what's a 20 delta? That's the play right there. The 441s are about 27 cents. Where's it 441 at? Yeah, man. That's right there. First resistance level. I mean, that was the last time I rejected, too. We're going to get a little deeper. Bottom side of the 68.3. One more little push. Come on, you little sucker. Dixie's just being resilient itself. I mean, this thing is pushing, man. Good Lord. Not much time left. What do we got? 26 minutes in this 4-hour candle, and this thing is just sitting around the 3SD. That's what's kind of keeping me out of these trades, man. We could get some continuation on Dixie. It's blatantly obvious what the algos are doing right now. The buy mode is on hard. If it wasn't, dude, this would already be back down. Probably back down to the 1SD. Man, it tried right here. Whee! Hello.
And, on the higher time frames, a lot of actual fair good is actually setting up though too. These close are turning down like the 45-minute. And it's all. So, I don't know. We'll see when this kind of closes, and then maybe it's a dump.
I just like the fact this daily range at least has been tested. Damn, just had a wick almost to the bottom side. 68.3. 41. It's 28 cents. 28 cents. 28 cents. 28. Can you get me a better deal on these? Let's freaking go. Very freaking 28.
One of the problems with Dixie right now, though, is just that
better
even
deal.
on all trends, it's just a trend, right? It's just not gonna. It's not just a pop, right? It's just gonna hang up there because it's still in trend. 45-minute, it's in trend. I think the 90-minute, it's in trend. I think this is where you get to see it test the first resistance on the monthly 4-hour closes.
Sorry. Oh shit, that's funny. Was Matt in here? No. Oh, come on, you little shit. That's what's great about the VEPS. So you know the entry you want. And if I don't get to it, I'm not going to take it.
Yep.
So
and also, if you stop in low-term time frames, you at least know the point that it's going to reverse from. Like, oh, I didn't hit my target. Okay, so it's a little bit of a front run or whatever. Run to yourself. And you're like, well, if it gets above this VRE level, she's gonna send it. And then you're okay, well, then I have to maybe get in just below the VRE level if I think it's gonna come back up. But yeah, that's number one, dude.
Heck yeah. Here we go. Peel that back down off there. What we got? 3 minutes. Analyzing Dixie and SPY. Yep. Good times here, folks. If you're watching on TradingView, you want something looked at, shoot things off for the end.
Hello, this is ChatGPT.
Heck yeah, buddy. Let's see.
A new retail trader named Billy Bob Jim Bob Stevenson Jr. sat at his desk, staring at the computer screen, trying his hand at trading at home in Arkansas. The numbers were all over the place, and he couldn't make sense of them. He had been trading for a few months now, but he still felt like he was out of his depth. He read the books, took the courses, but nothing seemed to prepare him for the real world of trading. The markets constantly changed, and he thought it was impossible to predict what would happen next. He was determined to succeed. He was okay with numbers, and thought he could beat the market. He just needed the right strategy. Then one day he saw a video by Alpha Trading about volatility, entropy, probability and statistics, aka the VEPS. So he started by studying volatility. Volatility is the standard deviation of log returns on investments. Volatile assets are risky to trade. Of course, you can reduce the risk with a good tool showing you what the volatility is and how it is correlated to price action. When you have that and you know the tendencies of how that operates, then you actually have a quantifiable edge over other traders who do not have that information. Billy Bob Jim Bob, determined to become a good trader, also studied entropy. Entropy is a measure of disorder or randomness as well as the distribution of energy across a space or market. In trading, entropy is used to measure random walks and trending moves of assets, especially when correlated with indicators like Shannon entropy percentile or the alpha trading entropy power percentile. The more entropy in the market, the more uncertain it is. Thus it's harder to predict what will happen next for traders who don't have a good entropy indicator like alpha trading's entropy indicators. Billy Bob Jim Bob also studied probability and statistics. Probability is the likelihood of an event happening. Statistics is the study of data and how it can be used to make predictions. Billy Bob Jim Bob used all of this knowledge to develop his own trading strategy. He focused on trading assets that were less volatile and had less entropy. He also used probability and statistics to help him make better trading decisions. Billy Bob Jim Bob's trading strategy was successful. He made capital gains consistently and became a successful trader. His story to become a trader is a reminder that trading is not easy. It takes hard work, dedication, and a lot of knowledge. But if you are willing to put in the effort, you can succeed. It also shows the importance of knowing volatility, entropy, probability, and statistics. They're key to comprehending markets and making informed trading decisions with leading information. If you want to trade, learn more about the VEPS, comprehend the markets, and make better trading decisions. Alpha trading, a better way to trade, and the source of great, relatable trader stories, even if the names of the people are changed to protect the innocent.
Yeah, what I have to say to that, Alpha Trading Bot, Alpha Trading GPT, is you did not correctly state what Billy Bob Jim Bob actually ended up doing. He didn't trade assets that are less volatile. He traded assets that are more volatile because he scalps low time frames, baby. Let's go!
That's Goose.
Oh. I'm laughing at all that. I'm like, oh, what? So now we go stake our geese? For what? Can that pump so I can sell all mine, please? I could give a shit less about that.
No, I think those things will be maybe a grand a pop in the future.
That'd be nice. I'll take that all day. I'll sell them so fast it'll make your goosey head spin. I want out of that badly. But I'm not taking no losses. It's all good.
But what it is, right? Out of all the NFTs in the industry that we're in, VGB are the only guys that have actually built a brand, a clothing brand. Like this is the easiest thing to do. Okay, get art, put it on T-shirt, and sell the fucking T-shirt. Sorry for the language.
All right.
They did it, and they did it through a recognized outlet. Like if I wanted to do it, as the kind of outlet that I would want to approach and have them stock it on my shelves. So what that technically means is you have Web3 art on a T-shirt, and every time they release the T-shirt brand, because it's Carl Jones and Rakim this time, next time it could be Carl Jones and Mike Tyson, next time it could be this and that, those T-shirts will always sell out. And if a T-shirt only costs, I promise you, if you do like 55,000 T-shirts, I could print anything at $5 max. The shipping is going to cost more. For a high quality T-shirt, the best of the best, a Jeep T-shirt kind of thing. So like, then they go and they sell it for $50. Okay, so they make like $45 tax, blah, 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 blah. So they'll maybe make like $25 a T-shirt. So they're big business. And that only happens when you have a fan base. So I'm waffling here, but I'm not going to sell my geese just because it's the only one that is doing the roadmap of every other NFT, except for the Catalina Whales. They do music. But yeah, these guys are doing the basic things and they're winning. They're selling out T-shirts, they're doing this, they're doing that. So they have to build a whole empire. It's not that the empire was set up, but they have the contacts and blah, blah, blah. It's a long play, a very long play. But I do see it being around. I don't see it failing.
Oh no, I don't think it's going to fail. I'm just, you know me, if I don't even want to be in it. The only reason I'm in that is because of Catalina. And Catalina is really the only thing I'm in. I got into Bubble Goose because of Catalina. It's like,
so I got into Catalina because I knew who Carl Jones was. I didn't know that Carlo Fox was one of the dudes behind Like a G6 song. If I knew that, then I would have bought a freaking whale at $500, $250.
yeah.
Then, like, yeah. So it's for me, it's like, oh damn, Carlo Fox and these guys can do this kind of thing, and they're doing it with Carl Jones. Sweet for them, a bit of both, you know. So yeah, it's I don't know. I think let the geese fly. Let the geese fly.
Yeah, let them geese fly. I agree. I mean, I literally had like at one time almost 80 of them. Sold about, but you know, I bought a bunch at Lowe's. So when we had that last little pop, I sold a bunch at just a couple sold profit just to get the hell out of underneath all that stuff. I think I still got like 35 of them or something.
Yeah, I got 10.
I'm ready for it to do something. For sure. That was the whole point of getting in it, was to make some money. But dude, I mean, we're launching projects at the worst time, period. Right? That was the worst day. Which is crazy if you remember back.
Yeah.
That midday was just stupid.
So what I think is happening is a very good thing. Because these are sound brick and mortar businesses in the Web3 industry, let's just say Catalina Whales and Bubble Goose Ballers, the bear market shouldn't affect them, because it doesn't matter if it's pumping or if it's dumping. Content takes this long to produce. All right. And if it's in dump mode and you get to release an episode whilst it's in dump mode, well, then you're going to outperform every other NFT. All right. Because how is anyone going to respond with that in a bear market? You can respond by spending $1 million because your firm, your NFT project sold $1 million worth of royalty and make your episode in the bull market, sure. But it's like, how long are these episodes going to last? You know, so it's a very good play. It's a brick and mortar Web3 kind of internet, because a lot of Web3 businesses try and sell their products to other Web3 customers. And I wouldn't be buying your t-shirt if I didn't hold your NFT already. Why would I buy a t-shirt if I'm not holding your NFT? Okay, so this is what everyone misses. Carl Jones, no, he's got a fan base that like his art and they buy it. BGB, Team Miles, this thing, it's so good, dude. I don't know. I think it's just easier for them to outperform all the shitty business models that are in the ecosystem. It's that simple.
Damn, man.
Anyway, I'll stop talking about it though.
Yeah, you're good. Got 13 minutes till this 4-hour close on Dixie. This thing's just we're still pushing up here. As you can see, that's at 3 SD, man. There was literally a 0.03% chance that Dixie was going to close above this level by 11. That's probabilities playing out. Still, man, you're going to close above the 2 SD? You get continuation here. Or will we? Jump down here real quick, man. How far is this outside? Let's see. Look at that variance, man. So that variance was coming down, positively correlated. The fact that Dixie did not fall out of bed here, Jesus, man. And it's setting up hidden bull. Prediction model did flip to the downside, though. And look, man, that whole move on the 15 was just riding the 1 SD, went sideways. But look where the reverse wave trends at 103.3. SPY. Let's see. Tale of two worlds here on SPY. Yeah, definitely some hidden bull, man. That's right. This 9 minute is crossing right now. But as it's crossing, it's setting up hidden bear. Hidden bull and the hidden bear. See, scores are up. It's 33 and 45. Man, this thing's up. Almost.
As you can see, it appears that we are going down.
It appears we are going down. Yeah, Dixie definitely had its little pullback here. How much, though? Is this thing going to close inside the 2SD? Wouldn't be surprised, man. Let me see what price that is. Whoops. Let's go over here. Yeah, 103.551. It's coming hard. 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Probabilities. Probabilities. Indeed. Got the probabilities coming in hot. That's the thing, man, though. You get continuation on Dixie. SPY's just going to continue to dump. No, man, it's really holding strong above this daily range. Because you are in the weekly. I want to see, does SPY close above or below the center of this weekly at this 4-hour close on Dixie? And does Dixie close back inside that 2SD? What was it, 554 or something? It's trying to stay above it. It's going to tell me a lot. What the hell is happening here? Expect a move tightened up. Under 441. 437 and 3/4 and 440 and 3/4 to the top side. It's a 3 point. Yeah. Expected moves 1.6 plus or minus. Plus or minus 1.6 from exactly where this mother trucker's at right now. So we're talking 40.8, 40.8, 440.8. I mean, pretty much right here at the weekly, top side of the weekly, man. Top side of the weekly. Come on, Dixie, show the power of those probabilities. You're working your way down there. Really trying. About 8 minutes, big dog. Whoop, there it is. Come on. Let's see if this sucker, let's see if the next 7.5 minutes, see if this thing pushes inside the 68.3. Thing is, man, the strikes I wanted, that thing's already up 8 cents, man. Those 441s were at like 27 cents. Back up to 35, 36. We will be ending shortly. We want to see this 4-hour close. That's what we want. I hear P-Funk a typing.
What's up?
What's up?
What's going on?
Oh, you know, living the dream.
Yes, I hear that. I do hear that.
This damn humidity, man. Jesus.
Dude, it's cool up here, man. It's like 65 outside right now. It's supposed to be 100 tomorrow.
Damn, I wish it was 65. It's been hot as hell the last couple of days.
We'll probably get that tomorrow.
Yeah. Looking for a cool down. Oh, wow. This 441's popped. Jeez, SPY's popping here.
Just popped, man.
You little
Dude, she
shit.
bounced right off the daily. The minis just bounced right off the daily.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. Oh, yeah. I had my little orange line there at 04 as well. So it was...
I got a feeling here, though, man. This is going to depend. Especially Dixie, man. If this thing closes, why you keep jacking with my scaling?
It's been doing that to me, too, lately, man.
Damn, it drives me nuts.
Like that. There's a way to, like, I think African knows there's a way you can hit control or alt something. It'll back up. But it's been doing that every time I switch it. It does that to me, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I don't trust this. Dixie's on a mission right now. And it's about to close. Yeah, I mean, you still got 5-6 minutes. Let's see what happens. That's what I want to know. Is this thing going to close above the second standard deviation? And the 95.4 Laplace, it's right there at the top side of the 68.3. Bear's trying to push us down. Look at these little
It's going to go up, down, or sideways.
These little sneaky bastards. Those 441s are almost up 20. They are up 20 cents from when I was going to make my entry. That's what you do in dealing with the VEPS. You're just trying to get that perfect entry, which it was. But to be honest, I'd probably be already out of the trade. That'd been a quick $100. Boop. I'll take every little dollar. Filling tiny buckets all day long. Let's go. What do I have a feeling on my ass is going to be planted in this chair the rest of the day? 44. Boy, they're really trying to close outside this. Let's see. Come on, time. You're going to get sneaky here. Because even closing the 4-hour candle above the daily 68.3, 4-hour 95.4, 4-hour 2 SD, that'd be pretty powerful, man. Pretty powerful. And I would imagine right about now on some low time frames. C96. Come on, populate. I don't have too much more time. I don't know time for this. Let's see here. It's a 9-minute. Come on, power means. Looking for this mean reversion.
2 hours later.
Yeah. Being nice and patient. Nice and freaking patient. I only got so much patience, though. Let's see. There's that wave trend. All right. It's at the 6-minute. Whoop, there it is. Boy, it's trying to pull inside that 2SD. You're right at it. I just know what the number was. Yeah, 557. It was 554. You're at it right now. God, come on, power mean. Jesus. Not even on the 6-minute? What about the 3-minute? Does this thing hit wave trend? Good Lord, man. We got to climb all the way to 3 minutes to see this thing.
3 minutes. Yeah, he's on 3 minutes.
Jesus.
As you can see, it appears that we are going down.
Yeah, I can't believe those 441's up 20 cents. Literally, like in a 5-minute candle, that thing jumped 20 cents. Fucker. Yep, right at it. And the bottom side of the power mean band. Dude, if I would have bought those calls, I'd be taking profit right now, big time. What do we got? 2 minutes till this close? And it's just sitting right there. It's sitting right on top of the 2SD. By like a penny.
It's all about sending the message, right?
Yeah.
That's how you test people's patience.
Dude, right?
Dollar bills are saying we can do whatever we want. I don't care about your distribution.
But then at the same time, let me see here. So SPY.
And then comes along the math to remind everyone.
So what's the bottom of the weekly here? 438 puts, 35 cents. We got 2 minutes. And it's boy, oh boy. I'm telling you what, man. These bull algos are holding us above that 2SD. Let's see if these bears can push it down. I don't know, man. This is getting, where's 437? What's the 1 SD to the downside? 436.50. We got what, 437?
If Dixie's going sideways, and the ruble is getting weaker, that will tell you a very important thing. But the dollar can do jack shit, and Russia is getting weaker. Just thought I'd let that slide.
Yeah, look at these, man, you little shit. Jacking me up,
You
man.
mentioned the 1SD. I already had the 1SD on the puts.
Wow.
At 136.
Yeah, the 437s look juicy to me. 1SD. Especially if fucking Dixie closing up above here, man. We got 11 seconds. This thing's. Let's see if he's sneaky ass is coming at the last minute.
136 for 8 cents though, too, right? So the amount of premium that could be added on.
That sounded weird as shit. The hell was that all about? Get all them? Yep, good. All right, let's watch this party begin. Okay. Dixie closed above the 2SD on that 4-hour candle. And you're above the top side of the 68.3. Well, I'm not going to lie, man. Where's the 2SD right now? Let's see here. Boom. Boom. Right at that weekly resistance level. Right at the first weekly resistance level. Man, if this thing takes off, though. Because we're going to get another Dixie 4-hour close at 3 o'clock. An hour before the daily close. God, is this thing going to make a run up here to 104? If it does, this shit's going to get crushed over here. These puts are going to be roaring up. You're going to have some people cheering on the Bears here in a second. If the Dixie starts moving again. Gold 1895. All right, let's see how this plays out. The algos are pretty much spoken. I mean, if these probabilities play out, and they fought hard to make sure that closed above the 2SD. Continuation's almost a no-brainer here. Especially.
I'm not getting money back.
So the 3 minute.
Get out of my way.
3 minute. It's back at the 33 power mean. This thing busts up here, man. This thing can keep running. Let me see here. Plus, where was that at the 4 hour? Let's see this daily again. It's one of those situations too, man. I mean, this 4 hour on the dollar. Finally, I mean, this power mean band's flipping bullish. Wow.
What's the price of oil? Is the price of oil going up, down?
Down a little bit, man. Down, what, 0.3%?
Ooh.
Which is good. Go.
Ooh.
Go down, you.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's Dixie going up, not needing the price of oil also to go up. Stock market is crashing. Dixie's on its own thing.
But they're having that big meeting on BRICS today. So this is probably why, outside of the mass of the really tight Dixie range, they're having that huge BRICS meeting.
Yeah.
So that's why
I actually heard something very interesting. Let's bring up BRICS. My dad literally told it to me now, whilst we're streaming here. Is these countries want to join BRICS? We always thought it was like gold and stuff. They're going to set up a bank, okay? And in order to be part of that bank, you need to give some foreign reserves, all right? And that means you need to give dollars. You may need to give some other currencies, which would technically mean you would have to sell your country's currency in order to obtain that foreign currency in order to put into the BRICS bank, which would mean you would make your economy immediately weaker to the rest of the world. Pretty interesting, huh?
It's a non-starter, man. BRICS is political theater, 100%. But you're going to get a bunch of nations who basically have enormous debt, like worse than the U.S. collectively, and even individually as a portion of their GDP and their GNP. Russia, China, 2 countries controlled basically by dictatorships. Who wants to be run by them? Brazil, India, wonderful. These are countries that have great potential but are poorly executing. All of them owe way more money to the U.S., except in the case of China, but China even owes money to the U.S. China has economic ruinous debt that they've lent out money to bad borrowers, and the only way to get that back is to lend them more money, which they can't afford to lend them, and to get debt forgiveness from the Paris Club, which has no interest in turning over economic control of the world to China. Paris Club is very generous, but they're certainly not going to be handing over money left and right to China to pay off bad debts from Africa and other poor nations around the world that have no way of paying back the Chinese loans. So it's horrible. Plus, if they all start saying to the U.S., give us the money that we lent you, pay us back for the bonds we bought from you or whatever, for the T-bills we bought from you, guess what? The U.S. has much more debt owed to them by those nations than the other way around, so they can start calling in the chips. And if they start doing that, first of all debt is perceptional and can be forgiven and wiped off the books with a nod and a handshake. But second of all, if they start playing hardball, not only does the U.S. have all that debt coming to them from those other countries, but they have the world's biggest arsenal, which still makes a difference. I hate to say it, but that's the facts. So to me, BRICS is like this political theater because they want to, show their people that they're also able to make noise, and maybe they can make it, and maybe they will be a huge important thing. But right now and for the foreseeable future, like if you tell me the dollar's going down, I'll tell you, sure. After about 220 other countries lose their fiat power, the U.S. is still the peg because the U.S. is still what people trade oil with. And as long as you're still using oil, the U.S. is the peg. And the moment we're not trading oil and we're buying electricity, whoever controls that will be the one best suited. And guess what? Even though the U.S. has shit energy policies for electricity right now, they will not be slow to ramp that up the moment that they really realize, within the oil-producing companies of the U.S., hey, you guys really have to make a very big and quick investment in oil unless you actually want to literally hand over all your fortunes to a bunch of dictators who will take far more than any government in the U.S., whatever their political stripes may be. Like, it was not even a question. If you were the CEO of ExxonMobil or Mobil, would you rather have your money governed by the laws of the UK or the US or China or Russia? There's not a question. It's just not a question, right? The reason that they do business in places like that, they get oil from them or whatever, is because it's good for their business, but they don't want to be governed at the headquarters level. They've seen what happens to other billionaires, CEOs, and executives in those places. They know what happens. They don't want to be part of that. They don't want to go suddenly flying off a balcony from some hotel. So it's a big joke, Rix. It's a big joke. People take it way too seriously at this point. But hey, that's my bias. I don't trade it. I just observe the universe as the fool on the hill will do. That's me.
There's many faults that the U.S. actually has. You've got some really ruthless motherfuckers. No, we got some dumb people in this country, but man, we got some really smart people.
The U.S. is still the world leader in producing Nobel Prize laureates. Let's put it that way. Because we still invest. But the thing is, we have greatly reduced the amount we spend on research and development. And that is the Achilles heel of the U.S. economy, if ever there was one. So that means over the next 10, 20, 30 years, if we don't start to turn that around again and become the preeminent leader in R&D again, we will very soon find ourselves neck and neck, if not lagging behind such places as Indonesia and China in terms of R&D, and even scrappy little Israel here, which produces more research papers than 50 countries that are right next door to us here in the Middle East and North Africa. So even more. And so it's a matter of R&D. It really is. That's what it comes down to. That's how nations rise and fall, especially
in a modern economy that's data-driven, that's scientifically driven, and that has massive power at its disposal if they just have the resources to manage it. And it really is a matter of R&D and managing the energy, right? Whether that energy comes from the ground or whether that energy comes from the sun or whatever source that energy comes from, managing the physics and managing the particles that are material and the particles that are in the ether all around us.
Come here.
That's what it comes down to. So,
Jesus,
yeah,
you should see
definitely
my
the
dog.
U.S. is a leader, is a powerful, powerful country, but it could fuck things up. But it will take a while. Oops, did I just say that? Did I just F-bomb? Oh, no.
Here.
Watch out for damage.
I shall. Anyway, that's my diatribe.
Here, we got to wrap this up. I got to take care of this dog. Jesus, if you guys saw this thing right now, what a joke. Oh, my God. My white dog is black. Holy fuck. All right, we'll get back at us tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're watching on TradingView, the link to the Discord description is in the description of the videos. Come join us. Open up a support ticket, request a Volatility starter pack, and we'll get going from there. We got people coming in every day requesting it. Why not you? Let's go. Thanks for all the support in the Discord, guys. See you in the morning. Peace. Alpha Trading out.